Hello and welcome to another new episode of Learning Simplified. From this tutorial, we will be now customizing the theme that we have created into our project. Stay tuned. Now everything is almost done. We have coded all the necessary functionalities regarding the front end side of our theme. But the remaining thing, which is the maximized part of building up your own theme, is the process of customization. And this is the thing that we are going to discuss in this tutorial. So starting from this top header part, we can see that WordPress is fun. This whole banner part, this is the part that we need to customize first. We have practically put some kind of background color into it, and we have made some customization regarding this H1 tag here, and then we have made this site description here. We need to customize our header menu part. So this is what we are about to do next. In doing so, the first thing that we did, we need to get back to our header.php. And we can see that there are some prior customizations right over here, like we had created this head wrapper. If we now move on to our custom style sheet.css, we can see that the head wrapper was defined here with all those properties. Similar thing you can see as if this menu bar, actually this menu bar class was never defined anywhere over here. So if we press Ctrl F and if we type in this menu bar, we can see that there's practically no such class element line over here. So these are the discrepancies, those we need to compensate into this tutorial. We need to create all those necessary class elements and all those properties, those practically control the display of our theme. And this is what we are about to do here. In doing so, the very first thing that we are going to do, we are going to create an entirely new class name here, which will be known as mother container. Now what we are about to do inside this mother container, we will be putting a height of, for say, 50 VH, and in the prior case we will be putting on a background here, which should be something like this one. So we have created this class element here, mother container, copy it, get back to header.php, and above all, in this container fluid, along with this container fluid, which is a bootstrap default class element, we will be using this class that we have created, mother container. Now if we head back to our project and reload, we can see that there's practically no such thing. So we have made this mistake right over here. Instead of mother container, we had misspelled it. So that is why there wasn't any display into our project. But yet, one thing I must say, this is why I always repeat saying you that always copy the class elements and place them into your project. So this is the class name here. We will be copying it and we are about to paste it right over here. Now if we head back to our project and reload, we can see that we have practically created this container, this mother container class element here, and if we inspect our element, we can see that there goes the mother container class name, which has been called in, and these are the properties here, this height 50 VH and this background color. So why this 50 VH? Because in every cases, whatever be the device width, always it is going to take the 50 viewport height of the device width through which we are viewing our site. So that is why we will be using this property here, which is 50 VH. So there goes the first part. Now in the next case, as we have said, that our intention is to put this menu bar always at the bottom of this individual container that we have created. In that respect, the very first thing that we are going to do, if we head back to this header.php, we can see that there goes the class name menu bar, which has never been created into our custom style sheet.css. So this is the next thing that we are about to do. We will be creating a class known as menu bar. Here we will be putting this position as absolute, and we want to make it fixed at the bottom, so we will be putting here bottom 0, and in the first place we'll be putting here a background color. So there goes the background color. Now on the other hand, we have used this position property here and it is absolute, so we need to make it applicable for the container which is holding it. So we need to mention the container into a relative position. So which container is it going to be? Is it going to be this head wrapper? Definitely not, because into our header.php we can see that this is the div class head wrapper and we can see that this is the div class menu bar, but both of them practically lie under this mother container. So this is the place where we want the position to stay relative. So that is why we will be heading back to this custom style sheet.css, and here into this mother container we will be now making the position as relative. Now if we head back to our project and reload, we can see that this will be the result. It is practically getting into this individual head wrapper which has no height right over here. So that is why we need to get back to custom style sheet, and here into this head wrapper, this is the head wrapper class which is being used along with this call lg12 here. Here we can see that this is the head wrapper class. So now all we need to do, first of all, let's head back to this menu bar here. We are going to make this width as 100%. So the display device width is 100%, so as the width. So if we now head back and reload, now we can see that this will be the result. Still there is a discrepancy. We can see that a horizontal scroller appears right over here. So we need to rectify it, and we can see that we in the initial phase had created this no padding class here, which says that this is the padding left, which is using a 0 pix, and the value of padding right is the same 0 pix. So that is why we will be now using this individual class of no padding along with this call lg12 that we had created earlier. So this is a bootstrap default class call lg12, and we are using our own custom defined class no padding. Head back to our project and reload, and we can see that everything is restored. There is no padding into this call lg12 into our grid. Practically there is no gutter space into this extreme left and this right position, and there isn't any horizontal scroller at the bottom of this individual page. The next thing that we need to do is to rectify this individual head wrapper class that we had initiated earlier. So let's get back to this text editor, and here into this custom style sheet, this is the head wrapper where we will be using the same height of 50 VH. Press Ctrl S, reload, and we can see that everything goes right back into its order. The menu bar is in the bottom position where it should have been. The entire head wrapper is occupying this entire container, and the mother container height that we had specified into our coding. And if we press Ctrl Shift M, we can see that everything comes in order. There's practically no disorder been cited here so far.